Hello, welcome back to the Everything Film Podcast. I'm your host Ryan, and today I'm joined by Wyatt and Nathan.
Hello.
What's up?
And today we'll be talking about which one is the better movie, Superman or The Fantastic Four First Steps. So without taking too long, Nathan, what are your quick thoughts on Superman?
Um, I thought it's more of an experience, to be honest. Like, that's how I look at it, because if I look at it like critically, I see like so many mistakes and like how messy the script is. I even noticed like the second time around, I noticed the lighting just at Luthor Corp. It's like the sun is blinding. And they do that for like a lot of shots, even with the Clark and Lois scene with the light there. They just love using bright lights, and it kind of like I noticed it the second time around. Um, yeah, these are my problems with it, but like I would say it's a good movie. It's a good Superman movie. I think it's more of a, like I said, it's more of an experience. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
What about you, Wyatt?
Okay, so kind of like what Nathan said about it being an experience. I do want because obviously I've only seen it the one time in theaters, so that in itself was an experience. But I would say, yeah, as a movie, it has a lot of problems, but I don't really look at it as a movie. I look at it as a visual comic book because of just everything about it, really. Like, I know you said, Nathan, like with the lighting and stuff, but since you said that, I feel like maybe it was done, some of it at least, with the brightness was done on purpose to emulate comic books being so bright and colorful. That's just me, but I think it's the let me see how to word this. It is not the best superhero movie or the best comic book movie, but I think it is the best uh live action interpretation of what a comic book should be. Like if a comic book just came to life in live action, Superman is the closest thing that I think it would look like, if that makes sense. Kind of like how Spider-Verse, I think, is like the best like moving
Animated comic
comic
book.
book. Right. Like it feels like a real comic book that's moving. This is that, but live action. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of how I look at it. As a movie, it has flaws, but I don't look at it as just another superhero movie. I look at it as this is a live action comic book. And for that, it's amazing.
I have the same opinion as you guys. A I do like it more than Nathan, but I think it's a really good movie, and I also think it's a really good interpretation of a comic book. Basically the same thoughts as you guys. So, Nathan, what are your quick thoughts on Fantastic Four for steps?
I I loved it. I think it did what Superman was trying to do, and it all like without sacrificing how good of a movie it is, it also was it did feel like a comic book come to life. Um, it's just such a it's so weird to finally get this again because like it feels so grounded, yet it's not grounded at the same time. And I just love the way like how serious it is. And I think it's one of the most like I think 3C said it, but like it's one of the most tonally balanced MCU movies. And like it just felt so weird because we haven't gotten that in a long time. And it felt very similar to Thunderbolts, just like tonally. And I think it just this is what the MCU should feel like, not like a comedy fest. Um, but like I really loved the I re sorry I really loved the Fantastic Four. Um, I thought it was a great interpretation of the comics, and Also, the space sequences. I think these are some of the best looking MCU shots that we've gotten. Yeah, I think that's it.
What about you, Wyatt?
Yeah, I think it's first of all, the CGI is much better than a lot of other Marvel movies, especially recent ones. Like if you look at like Iron Man, like it has amazing CGI. Like Avengers 1 has amazing CGI, but then you start getting to like post Endgame stuff, like Black Widow, and it's
Yeah,
like the CGI is just of course I'm talking about that one green screen moment of Yelena and the explosion.
Yeah,
Y'all know probably exactly what I'm talking
yeah. I
about.
always talk about that.
Yeah, it's like the most memed on. Marvel has a $2 CGI budget type thing, but the CGI in this is like really, really spectacular. Like it's it's not I'm not gonna say it's the best CGI in Marvel, but like out of the last few years, definitely. Like I'd say it's better than like the No Way Home CGI for sure. Because I mean,
Guardians 3?
Guardians 3, let me think about that.
Well,
I don't
it
remember
wasn't that much CGI
yeah,
in
I
it.
don't remember either.
I don't remember much CGI in that. Well, obviously there was some, but
It wasn't
like
much.
Adam Warlock wasn't CGI, right? He was just practical. So Shallow Ball, like that she looked really, really good. Like the
Yeah, she did.
CGI on her looked good. It looked better than the old excuse me, the old Fantastic Four Silver Surfer CGI, which I understand that came out like '07. Is that right? I think.
Yeah, I
Uh
think so.
so obviously it's but I will say the CGI in Rise of Silver Surfer for the Silver Surfer looked really good, but obviously this looks better because it's so much newer. But yeah, the CGI was great. The the it was also very, like you said, Nathan, it was very the tone was very serious. Like a lot of the Marvel movies lately have just been trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy when they're not.
Yeah,
But this, like the humor felt a lot more like what we would get in like the phase one of the MCU, where it's just more character driven interactions than quips every 2 seconds. So I had an amazing time watching it in the theater, especially watching it right after Superman. I was like, this was awesome. So yeah, I don't think I can rate it. I don't think I can rate it fairly until I've watched it again and like tried to look for the mistakes. But watching it in the theater, I saw like no errors, like apart from a couple minute things. Like absolutely amazing Marvel movie.
yeah.
I also think it's really good. I think, like Nathan said, it's tonally balanced. I do think it. I do feel like the thing was given so little to do, but I really like the movie. I think it's a great Marvel movie, great start to Phase 6. So, Nathan, what do you think had the better intro? And by intro, I mean, the DC Studios one and the Marvel one for Fantastic Four? Which one do you think is better?
Um, I have to think about this.
Then, while he's thinking, what about you, Wyatt?
I'm just gonna say the DC one because the Marvel one was a letdown. The I liked how it looks, but I missed the Marvel fanfare. I missed that where I feel like they're moving away from it. Maybe they'll bring it back in like Doomsday and Secret Wars, but yeah, it is sorely missed. And I liked the short and sweet Superman uh, intro that they had. And I wasn't expecting anything special from that, whereas I kind of was from the Marvel one, so that could be why. But I don't know. I liked them both, but yeah, Superman.
Um,
Same.
yeah, I think I'm gonna say the same thing because I was looking forward to like what they would do with the fanfare. Just like after watching
Same.
Thunderbolts.
It's like
Don't spoil it for.
they should have. Oh, is the fanfare in? Is just tell me, is the fanfare in Thunderbolts?
Yes,
Ah, kind
but
of.
it's not like
Okay.
the same. But
Yes.
it's really cool.
And is
I
is
wasn't
it
disappointed
cool?
with that
Okay.
one.
Okay.
I
So
love like the way
okay,
in
good.
Thunderbolts.
So yeah, they could have done something cool.
Yeah, but honestly, I
You don't have to
think
tell me what it is. Just
I I think that we're gonna get like they're going to make a new intro with like all the new pillars of the MCU. And that's why like we're not really getting, it doesn't really make sense to have Iron Man in the fanfare anymore or Captain
mm,
America.
uh I strongly beg to differ. They are what the MCU is built on, but okay.
Yeah,
If
but
they
like
if
it
they
makes
replace
sense like
Iron Man,
after.
if okay, after Secret Wars, I'm fine with that because that's the start of a new era, excuse me. But before that, we need to keep but yeah, so they could have done something cool. Like they could have done the same like the normal Marvel Studios logo fanfare, but instead of having like actual MCU scenes and stuff, they could just have like Fantastic Four comic panels or like show all the different versions of Fantastic Four in like
Mm.
comics, cartoons, movies, all that stuff. Like Fantastic Four is like the legacy Marvel team. Marvel is built on the Fantastic Four, so the movies aren't, but the comics themselves were. That was like the breakout hit was Fantastic Four. So I feel like they could have done something really special with that.
Yeah, they could have. But like what I was saying is I really love the intro, like the fanfare. That's like one of my favorite parts of watching a Marvel movie.
Same, like Deadpool and Wolverine when it was happening, and then Deadpool's humming it. Like that was
Yeah,
so sick. They do little creative things with it. See, I'm fine with something like that. Excuse me. uh where they still have the fanfare and then they do a little fun thing with it. I'm cool with that. Like they had that Stan Lee one. Uh there was the Homecoming one where it had the Spider-Man music. Like I'm cool
yeah,
with
the
like
original.
variations of that, but I don't like when they just cut it out completely and do like they did in Fantastic Four or Brave New World.
Yeah. But like what I was saying is that I think that they're in the process of making a new intro,
Okay,
like post Secret Wars, and I think
right.
that's why we've been getting like these weirder intros.
They're spending all their budget on the future one, and
Yeah,
yeah, so like they can't throw in an old one and just replace like one of the scenes.
I just wish
You
they
tell
did what they did for Thunderbolts.
okay, well,
Thunderbolts, like it looks so good.
okay, well, I'll be the judge of that when I watch it, I guess. Yeah. Did you give your thoughts yet, Ryan?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So I know Nathan's gonna love this section. What do you think about Nathan? What do you think about the Nathan? Which movie do you think has the better score, like music?
I think Fantastic Four definitely. I could like nerd out right now, but
Go ahead.
okay. So
I don't think we can afford that.
with the Superman music, it has the iconic John Williams theme, which I love. But the thing is, it it makes its own theme out of it, which I also love. It's not really just like copying and pasting the John Williams theme. But my problem with the score is that there's just so many weaker parts that like they kind of just keep using that one theme, and it's not like it doesn't feel that special. Like all the scores from John Murphy, all the songs from there, like from him, I'm not a big fan of. It's just something about them. Like, and honestly, I wasn't even really impressed with the score until the Rift started playing. I think that was one of the best scores. Um, but like it feels good, but musically, I just wasn't that impressed. I was kind of like disappointed by it. I do like I said, I do like that they made their own theme out of the John Williams theme, but yeah, I just wasn't that impressed. Whereas Fantastic Four, it's a whole new theme, and it perfectly captures the world. I just love the '60s aesthetic thing, and musically, what Michael Giacchino does, it's so cool because I was watching the interview and he said that he wanted to make it feel like a Disney ride, and with that, like I totally understand it, and like all the weird instruments that he uses, it just it feels really good, and it was really good. It was done really well, and let me look at the score real quick just to see a particular part that I like. Also, the Galactus theme and the Silver Surfer theme really well, and it was really good. And also the way that they use the theme throughout the movie, it's not just like in your face like Superman was. Like every time Superman does something, you hear the but like this, it totally changes the theme, and it uses it in a way that like better suits the movie. And also like when they're about to go to space, I really love the way that they use the theme there. And just like it's so different, and it really like it felt so creative, and this is something that we've never really heard a score like this in the MCU, and it was just really cool to hear this. Also like the Ted Gilbert show theme, that was really cool. And the Power Hour cartoon theme, that was all Michael Giacchino, and his wife, who sung that. That was all them, and I thought that was really cool. I really loved that score. I think they're really like getting better. They're finding their footing again with the scores because like I feel like it kind of messed up or it kind of like fell off after Endgame, maybe, I think. But like before Thunderbolts, I think the scores were like average with the Marvels and Captain America 4. Like I don't remember anything from there, but
I thought
I
The
really
Marvels
love.
was your favorite movie, bro.
Um
I'm
no.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No. But like and yeah, I really did not like the theme for the Marvels. There's a specific reason why.
There's a theme for the Marvels.
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so, I'm gonna take your word for it because I have absolutely no idea.
The
Yeah.
Fantastic Four uses something called the sharp 5, which is one of my favorite intervals in music. So I just love that he incorporated that because that's what I would do if I was scoring it. It's really cool. Anyway,
What do you think of the music, Wyatt? Or which one do you think has the better score?
Bro, I'm hard pressed to remember anything from any, but I'm the complete opposite of Nathan. I recognize I don't pay attention to the music like at all, except when it's obvious. Like, so I think I remember the main themes. I guess I'll just
yeah,
figure
just
out
go
which one of
based
those I
on
like
themes.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
because score, I got no idea, man. Uh, I'll say. I'll say I liked the Superman theme better, just a little bit. I liked like the riff. I do like the '60s style of the Fantastic Four one, but I think the Superman one's cool. But like I'm not a music guy at all, so it just I really don't care that much either way. I'll say Superman though.
Okay. I'm going Fantastic Four. I feel like it is better, and some of the Superman score is weak, but I really love both.
I think overall Fantastic Four probably had a better score, but I don't really remember either scores. Like I remember the Fantastic Four score a little bit more than the Superman one, so maybe that tells you that it was better. But as for the main theme, I still say Superman, but overall, probably Fantastic Four if I had to guess.
Now, which do you think has a better main character? Superman? Or which main characters do you think is better handled in the movie? Superman or Mr. Fantastic?
Um, this is kind of hard because I feel like they were both handled really well. But I will say Fantastic Four only because of one scene in Superman. It's when the interdimensional imp is there and he's just not helping when that's like something that Superman would do, whether he's having a bad day or not. But like aside from that scene, I think Superman was really well handled. And also, I love the way that they handled Mr. Fantastic. Um,
Wait, hold on. There was an imp. How did
yeah,
I
like
miss that?
Yeah.
There
yeah,
was there
like
was
when
like there was like a Batmite character.
No, it wasn't Batmite. It was
Well, I
bigger.
know it wasn't Batmite, but it was like one of those little goobers.
He was a fifth dimension. Batmite is a different type, though. He was bigger.
Oh, there's types.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, sounds
I
like you're
think
talking about like Pokemon now.
it's almost like a maybe like a jellyfish or an octopus.
Oh, oh, maybe I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, it's like really colorful when
Okay. You said imp, and I just think like mix a pickle and Batmite. Okay.
yeah,
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
um, yeah, that's my only problem with the way they handled Superman. Um, but Mr. Fantastic, I don't have like any bad things to say about him. I think one of my favorite scenes is when he's talking to Franklin and he's like, I don't want you to be like me. Or no, most fathers would want their sons to be like them, but I don't want you to be like me because I what did he say again? He said like I have a problem. There's something wrong with me, so I just want you to
Yeah.
not be like me at all. And I felt that. That was like one of my favorite scenes in the movie. I could just feel the sadness in his performance and his voice, just like he really does want. I think he wants to be normal, and he knows that he's not normal, but he just can't help himself. I just really love the internal conflict. Uh, but yeah, it's really close. It's really close. If it wasn't for that one scene, they'd be equal for me.
What about you, Wyatt?
See, I did like Mr. Fantastic in the movie, but I just look at him and I'm just like, bro, you're just Pedro Pascal. I can't like that one scene with the when he's talking to Franklin. That was an amazing scene, obviously. And there's one other scene, but I don't remember. I had him a second ago, but I don't remember what it was right now. But anyway, but the writing and stuff for him is good, and I love Pedro Pascal, but it was just like I'm looking at him and I'm just like, you're just you're just Pedro Pascal, bro. I can't like with Superman. I ain't got no idea. I ain't never seen David Corn sweat in nothing before except Twisters, but like I don't remember seeing him there. I just know he was in it. But I just like when you have such a big actor playing a role, he has to like really, really, really commit to it. Otherwise, it's just the actor, if that makes sense.
But the thing is,
Am I
I think that Pedro Pascal, like that's just he he does feel like Mr. Fantastic. And I think Mr.
okay?
Fantastic feels like Pedro Pascal.
Okay.
And he also looks
See,
like him.
I feel like the mustache throws me off. If he had a full beard, if he had the full beard,
Yeah.
no, hear me out. If he had the full beard, it'd be I maybe I wouldn't care as much, but it's just the mustache that's just like makes me just make me look at him and say, nope, you're just Pedro. But yeah, I did. I see. I don't. I really liked like Mr. Fantastic in the original Fantastic Four movie. Who played? I don't remember who played him.
Ewan
Uh,
Griffin.
okay, but I really liked him there. Obviously, the writing wasn't that great, but I liked him. I thought he really looked the part for sure, and I just I don't know. Maybe when I watch it again, the new one, maybe I'll be able to see the read in Pedro more, but I gotta go Superman here over Reed because I can't get past that it's Pedro Pascal. Like I love Pedro Pascal, but I just see him and I'm just like, no. Like when I see Robert Downey Jr., I think Iron Man. He is him. And I wish I was like that with Pedro and Reed, but I look at him, I'm just like, nope, you're Mando. You're not fooling me. You're Mando, bro. Uh so yeah, I'd say Superman, but he Pedro did do a good job. It's just I just have like a mental block or something. I can't. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm going Superman too. I feel like they both did great jobs, but I think Superman did handle the character better.
Okay. What makes you say that?
Well, it's not like I just feel like it embodied the character itself better. It's not like Fantastic Four did anything wrong.
Okay.
Right? They were both movies, and they both did really good with their leads. It's just we have to say one over the other. So
So Nathan, which one do you think has the better fight scenes? Superman or Fantastic Four?
Um, I have to think about the Fantastic Four's fight scenes.
Rarely
yeah,
had
that's what I
some.
was gonna say. Were there any fight scenes?
Well, the
There were
space
chase
ones.
scenes.
And the Galactus one at the end.
No, but it was kind of like a fight, to be honest, because Johnny was shooting, and then he was also using his
Well, yeah.
fire.
But I'm sorry, this is easily
Now I'm
Superman.
not saying it wasn't. Yeah, yeah.
Look,
Superman had actual fight
yeah,
scenes,
Super and
whereas Fantastic
Superman's
Four,
were
like there's
better.
fighting involved, but it's like a chase
But
getaway
like
scene
the
more than a fight
Galactus one at
scene.
the end, that was a fight.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I will say I do agree about Superman having like the more fights and stuff. So, and I think it looks better. Well, no. Of course it'll have better fight scenes because Fantastic Four doesn't really have them like that. But I think I would say Fantastic Four only because it just looks better. Whereas Superman, I'm constantly noticing the CGI and like the tooth shot. Like it's a cool shot, but
bro.
the
The don't
CGI, it
don't be
looks like a video game.
nah, bro. You get out of here, bro.
Snyder,
Like
bro.
whereas Silver Surfer surfing on Johnny's fire, that looks great. And then like all the scenes with her involved, surfing away, like also surfing through like lava, and then her on the the Milky Way or something. I forgot what it was, but like it just looks so much better, and because of that, I like it more. That's all.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
also that green screen shot with Superman.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, bro. You just see one thing. Just
no, it's
just
not
one
one
little
thing.
no. You just these little itty bitty details and it's just like it just ruins everything for you.
We're going to talk
Yeah.
about
You're just like
the CGI in a few.
if the CGI in this movie isn't 100% perfect 100% of the time, it's bad.
No, Fantastic Four, there's a shot with bad CGI.
We're going to talk
That
about the
like it
CGI
con
later.
CGI really bothers me in a movie because I don't
No,
know
I
why.
get it.
Maybe I should
I
become like a
prefer I prefer
CGI
practical
artist.
stuff.
Um, yeah, but like there's some things that you just need CGI for.
Well, yeah, but
But like
I'm just saying in general, I'd rather have practical when possible. like Beast in the Marvels.
Yeah,
He looked so ugly.
ugly.
Yeah, like the CGI looked ugly, I mean.
I don't really remember, but I thought he looked good when I saw it.
He kind of he does, but it's like it's very CG looking. Like the Thing CG, he like he still he looks CG, but he looks really good CG. Like he fits into the scene well. Beast looked like he was from like a PS4 game, I'll say.
And not the tooth shot.
We'll
That
talk
that
about
was
the
just that
CGI
was just
later.
cartoon. Okay. We'll
Wow.
we'll do a whole
Anyway,
segment on the tooth
Superman,
shot.
like, it's not like there was just one bad scene. Like, there's a lot of bad scenes, like with bad CG,
You just
and
can't have fun with a movie, can you?
it's
Okay,
really
so
hard actually. Ever since like I started, um,
Yeah.
like
Now you're like
watching
a
reviews.
film bro now. So like now you just can't enjoy a movie. You're like, no. I got you.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
remember when I saw Thunderbolts, I was like, man, I really like I haven't got like I didn't go to the theaters for a while. And for the movies I did want to go to the theaters for, like Infinity War, Endgame, and like Far From Home, maybe No Way Home, I ended up really liking these movies. But then after, I got a little more freedom in technology, I went back to going to the theaters and I just didn't like any of the movies.
Yeah. I see, I'll tell you this. I I've I started going through a phase like that, but then I realized I was like, it's just a movie. Just yeah, I'm given just enjoy what's given on the screen if you can. That's about it. Like watching like it's like my family, they a movie is a movie to them just completely. They either like it or they don't. We watched Craven the Hunter, and then my dad looked at me and he said, "I thought you said that was supposed to be a bad movie." I was like, um, did we watch the same movie? But and it's like, and my dad likes a lot of like dumb comedy movies, like Adam Sandler comedy movies. And there's a point where you just gotta let it go and just have fun with what you're watching and just, you know, even like movies I don't think are good, like Craven the Hunter, now I can kind of just have sit back and just have a good time watching. Even if I'm laughing at it because of how dumb it is, I can I'm starting to be able to have fun with a movie, even if I don't think it's good or if I don't like it.
Yeah, I think I need to learn how to do
Yeah,
that.
I'll try to I'll I'll try to teach you
Yes, teach me the ways.
the ways to see the bad things in the movie and just let it go. Like No
Yes.
Way Home. I'm sorry to go off on another tangent, but No Way Home, it like the when I watched it in theaters, I was like, this is my favorite movie. This is the best. This is my movie now because Homecoming was my favorite movie, and then watched No Way Home, and I thought it was even better than Homecoming, so that became my favorite movie. But then I know everyone on the internet is always saying that there's a rewatch problem with No Way Home, and have y'all seen that?
Yes, and I
And Deadpool
don't get it.
Wolverine too. Okay, look, it's still my favorite movie, but I do unfortunately get it. Like every time I watch it, like the dialogue, like that Green Goblin and Doc Ock say gets worse every time. Like the jokes and just like the way they talk. I guess because the Raimi trilogy just I don't know, just the dialogue between the characters is just so different than how like the MCU characters talk, like the humor, like it's just I can't quite put my finger on exactly what the difference is, but there is a difference in like the writing style, like the dialogue style, if that makes sense. And like Green Goblin, like or Norman, because Green Goblin is fire, but Norman, like when he says, I could go for a burrito, like no one in the Raimi trilogy, except maybe a background character for comic relief, would ever say something like that. It's just like that one guy who said, "Hey, he stole that guy's pizzas." Like that's the only type of character that would say something like that in the Raimi trilogy. And like the CGI on like Ox arms and like that one like alleyway that Norman is in, it's just like every time I watch it, it's just like uh there's just more and more stuff. So anyway, what I'm saying is I've figured out though how to just move past it, and it's like okay, this is my favorite movie. I don't care what's wrong with it. It's my favorite movie. So that's kind of how I look at watching stuff now, even if it's not well made, I can still have a good time with it. And then when it is well made, obviously I have an easier time liking it.
Yeah.
Anywho, we can get back on track now.
So, which do you think had the better CGI, Nathan? Superman or Fantastic Four?
Easily the Fantastic Four.
Hmm.
It did
What
have
about
a couple bad shots, but overall, it had better CGI, in my opinion.
what about you, Wyatt?
Yeah, Fantastic Four definitely.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen some people online, like actually it could have just been one person on Letterboxd complaining about like the scientific inaccuracy of like some of the space scenes.
We don't
I
care
mean,
about that.
exactly. It's like, bruh, comic book movie. Who cares? It's
Yeah,
like
like,
it's
I'm a
like
musician.
someone was someone was complaining about like they tried to like copy Interstellar with like the time dilation thing where they like stuck the surfer in the black hole or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, I
But
know. I saw that review.
yeah, oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. So I was it's like thing it's but again, it's like it's a comic book movie. There's a guy who can crawl up walls. Who cares?
Yeah. And it's
And
also sci-fi.
right. And like it's a again, it's like comic book movie. They're not trying to be interstellar. It's like it's just like even movies like Logan, which I think are masterpieces, they're not going to be masterpieces by a lot of film bros standards because it's still a comic book movie. It's based off of a comic book. It's not its own new thing. Usually remakes and adaptations are never going to be a masterpiece, especially when the source material isn't. So I don't know. I just
Yeah.
feel like people can get too uh critical over things like that. Again, it's a movie. It's a movie.
I guess in the same way that like I said, because I'm a musician and I want to be like a film score composer, I now notice the scores and they can mess up the movie for me. And in the same way that like, we kind of are like we're kind of like critics to be honest. And now we notice all the minor things in movies. And I guess in the same way like scientists, I guess
Yeah.
like bad
And I
science.
get that. It's just when they like complain about it,
Yeah,
which
like
I
keep
don't
that to
to be
yourself.
fair, yeah, well, to be fair, it was that person's review. They can say whatever they want. And also it did I don't think it took away from the enjoyment of them that but it was of the movie for them. But it was still I was just like, it's a it's a it's a comic book movie. It's a
Yeah.
superhero. This guy is literally made out of rocks. What do you want from Marvel? This guy can turn into spaghetti, okay? Like this guy can turn into a candle. What do you want from them? Explain the science behind that.
Yeah. Yeah, and like at that time when Jack Kirby created these characters, I don't even think that they like landed on the moon yet.
Oh, had they not? Oh, wait,
They
when did
landed
61 is when
69.
the six 69 is when the moon landing?
Yes.
Okay, because the comic came out 61, I think.
Yeah.
Huh.
So like
Interesting. I
they
should
were
know
just
when the moon
dreaming.
landing is. Why do I not know that? I'm dumb.
I didn't
Anyway.
know that either.
Oh,
I had to
okay.
look
Well,
it up.
oh, oh, so you could look smart. I see. I see. But yeah, yeah, it's just like I don't know. It's just like if it was a movie like Interstellar, where they were trying to be like make up all this like scientific mumbo jumbo, then obviously it would make sense if someone was mad that they got something inaccurate. But like they're not trying to be inaccurate. They're trying to be cool.
Exactly.
Anyway, we can move on.
So, Nathan, which one do you think has the better villain?
Better villain. Um, Superman, I think. I think it's just easier to the thing is we don't get a lot of Galactus in the movie. I think we got enough of him, but like because we got like so much of Lex Luthor and he did have I think he did have an arc a little bit in the movie. I just think because like we saw way more of Lex Luthor, um, he was just a better villain. Whereas like Fantastic Four, if he was in the movie for longer, like they wouldn't be able to handle that. So yeah, like we saw way more of the Silver Surfer. And honestly, I think we didn't even see a lot of we did see like way more of her, but like I forgot about her. So like when she destroyed their plan to like teleport the Earth, I was like totally shocked by that. So yeah, Superman takes that for me. I also like really like Lex Luthor.
Same.
Yeah, Nicholas Holt was really good.
Same for me. What about you, Wyatt?
I don't know. It's difficult because I feel like obviously Lex got more screen time, and also he seems more evil, so he's more of a villain. Because of that one scene where he shot that guy.
Yeah.
That was brutal. Like just like you weren't like expecting it to actually
Yeah.
shoot him, and then it did, and even he was like, "Oh, well, okay." Wasn't expecting that so soon, but anyway,
Oh
I
yeah, and I
feel like
also real quick, um,
yeah,
I love after that scene, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go kill Clark Kent. That's how you do comedy, like after a secret, like a serious moment.
yeah,
Like that felt so natural.
yeah,
And then
because
Clark just looked like he was safe or something.
yeah. Anyway, I do feel like though Galactus was like an amazing, like just ominous presence, even though he wasn't actually there. Like you could feel just the tension
Yeah.
because they were trying all these different plans, and I could like feel just the tension that the planet is going to die, and like the stakes were just through the roof. With Superman, I was like, obviously Lex Luthor's going to lose, and even though the fight with Ultraman was cool, I was still like, we know who's going to win this. But with Fantastic Four, I was like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if he's going to eat the Earth because we don't need that Earth. We just need the Fantastic Four. So I know they survive, but I don't know if we need Franklin. Do we need their Earth? Are they just going to escape on their ship and Galactus is going to eat the Earth? Like I have no idea what's going to go on. So I actually, as characters, Lex Luthor's better, but as like serving their purpose in the narrative as antagonists, I'm gonna say Galactus, just because of the sheer just the climax of the film was just like I was like shaking. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going to happen? Are they gonna beat him? Is he gonna eat the earth? Is he gonna take Franklin? what is going to happen. So I'm gonna say Galactus, honestly. He was just so threatening.
I think you've successfully like convinced me. I just
Okay, cool.
remembered how I felt. Like I see what you mean. Like I knew that Superman was gonna win and Lex was
Right.
gonna lose.
Right. It's a superhero movie about Superman. Of course he's gonna win.
Yeah. So like, but because this took place on another Earth, it's like, we don't need this Earth. We all want to see them in the MCU. And we know Doomsday is coming. So, you know, like this
Mhm.
Earth is expendable. And I thought that's kind of one of the reasons why that they put them in Earth 828.
Right.
So I really had no idea what was going to happen. I was on the edge of my seat. And
Yeah.
like you said, the climax, the second act, like there was no, like the villains weren't there, but like you said, you could feel them.
Right. Like they didn't have to be there. Like maybe that's just me, but like I feel like
Yeah,
even though they didn't have to be there. They're just the looming presence, knowing that they were coming was just enough that they didn't have to be there. That is how you do a villain who is so threatening that you feel his presence when he's not even there. Like that is how you do a villain, a menacing villain, in my opinion.
yeah, and I think that's just how Galactus is
Right. Like he's kind
because
of a in like Rise and Silver Surfer, it's not that serious of a movie. So like, oh no, Earth's ending. You know they're gonna win, right?
yeah,
But this one, it was just so serious and just like just the stakes and just like everything is just like, oh my gosh, this guy is a threat.
yeah, and I think because he's so powerful, like they can't beat him in like hand-to-hand combat or like just with their powers.
Exactly.
So you need to find a way to make him a good villain without having him in the movie for too long. Because then people start to question like he should have won here or he should have beat them. So
And
yeah.
it's like the opposite with Lex. Like obviously he's a genius and he gets one over on Superman with his intellect, but like if Superman just lays one finger on him, he's toast. Like what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
But uh Galactus, they were do every member of the Fantastic Four was doing everything they could, and they couldn't even get him push him into a little area.
Yeah.
And like
He
they were
had
pulling out everything.
he had the brain and the brawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think of Galactus, Ryan?
I thought he was cool, but I still prefer Lex Luthor.
Okay. Yeah, Lex Luthor was good. He was really good. I'm not discounting him at all. I was just saying, just because of the sheer, just the
Yeah, I see
looming
what you mean.
ominism was just is ominism a word? We're gonna say it is.
Yeah.
It's just
I've
yeah.
added it to the dictionary.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, I see what you guys mean.
That can be our the first merch drop. A shirt that says ominism.
Yeah. And we need 10 out of 10 peak.
10 out of 10 peak, of course. It needs to be that meme of who is that? Martin Scorsese, is that who it is?
I have no
The
idea.
the the absolute cinema or peak is that yeah, absolute cinema.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be.
So, which movie do you think has the better suits, Nathan?
Um, okay. I have to think. I think the Fantastic Four suits were cooler. And also I think that they fit the character better. And I like the Superman suit, but my problem with it is that I
He
loved
wishes it was
him
more like Cavill's.
just a little bit. Not like I like the trunks and everything, but my
Have y'all seen that
problem,
one image of like one of the test suits that didn't have the trunks and how hideous it looked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it didn't have any of the lines or anything on it either. I don't think so. That's probably also why. But like it looked so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing
The
is,
trunks really pull it together.
yeah, and in the comics, Martha makes Superman a suit with Kryptonian stuff.
Fabric.
Yeah. And I think this one just felt like it didn't really feel otherworldly. It felt like, this like I could make, or like
That's a
this could
good
be
point.
made. So that's the reason why, like, I do like the way it looks. I like the colors and everything, but I just feel like they could have been a little more creative. Whereas I appreciate Henry Cavill's suit for making it look like this is Kryptonian stuff. Like, you can't make this on Earth. So, yeah. And then also, like, the Justice
That's an
Gang suit.
amazing point, actually.
Um, yeah, thank you. Um, their suits, like, it's really just leather, which I get. I do like it, and it makes sense for them. But I just think the Fantastic Four suit, I just prefer it. I prefer them. I think Sue has the best suit out of all of them. Um, but I like how they all have their individual suits, even though sometimes I do wish that they all just had Sue's suit. But yeah, that's my reasoning.
What about you, Wyatt?
Okay, so Nathan might have just converted me on this, uh, because I was going to say Superman, but that was a really, really good point. And also, I wasn't thinking about like the Justice Gang suits because they're fine, but they're just kind of Mr. Terrific has a really awesome suit, but Green Lantern and Hawk Girls were just kind of
Yeah, they
okay.
were the same.
Yeah, they were just kind of eh. But I don't know. Let me think. I was gonna give the point to Superman, but now I think I'm gonna give the point to Fantastic Four on that. I do because like I do really like the Superman suit, and I think the logo is already iconic. Like at first, like I wasn't sure about it. I thought it was better than some people thought it was, but I was still like Superman always has pretty much the same logo, and that is a big difference to what he usually has. But I've gotten used to it by now, and I really do like it. But yeah, I think I will go the Fantastic Four suits. They were so cool. Did y'all see that one shot where they were wearing like the actual classic suits?
Yeah.
But
Um,
those look absolutely gorgeous. I wish
wait,
they had
I
worn those. But with like the it was like a different shade of blue, and then with the black, it looked so good.
oh
I
yeah,
hope
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember them.
I hope they wear that in like Doomsday and Secret Wars. Like I love their suits in this one too, but those suits are just like perfection. They could not make better suits. But
Yeah,
so yeah, I think I'll go Fantastic Four because I'm trying to think. There's really no one else in Superman besides Superman and the Justice Gang with suits. I
And
mean, there's Ultraman,
and
but
Supergirl.
oh yeah, I
Supergirl
forgot.
basically has
He
the
was
same suit as
yeah,
Superman,
it's
No,
the
just
same.
with a skirt and like
I'm
higher
going.
boots.
I'm going Superman here, guys.
Because of Supergirl.
Well, her suit is nice. You know I love the comics so much. But I
Yeah.
think I think his suit, her suit, Ultraman suit, even Mr. Terrific. I even like the Justice Gang ones.
I
No,
like the Justice
I
Gang
did like
suit.
I yeah, I like them.
They're not
they're
that
okay.
special.
Right. Mr. Terrific's was cool. I like how they all have kind of white as a base on their suits.
They're
And
all wearing that.
it makes them all match, which I think is good. But do they all have the same outfit? I thought
Yeah,
theirs was
it's
different.
because Maxwell Lord is sponsoring them.
Right.
So he has them wear. That's why Green Lantern's suit isn't like fully green.
Right. He has green on it though, doesn't he? I thought he did.
Yeah, he does, but it's not like
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the
So I
thing
do
is,
like
it'll
oh, you can go.
change.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah, I'm going Superman.
okay.
Well, I guess you can't convert all of them.
No.
Some of them are too
Snag a
stuck in
bro.
their ways.
Yep. Heathens.
Yeah.
So Nathan, which one do you think has the better cinematography?
Cinematography. Um, 1 second. Let me just make sure I know what that means.
Like the camera shots, that kind of thing. Like the best like direct best like directed the best, I guess, probably.
Um,
With like the different shots and stuff.
I think
Yeah.
overall, Fantastic Four looks better. Um, but I think the camera movement in Superman, it makes the action scenes so much more believable. Um,
That one shot of like hot girl when she's going through the hallway screaming.
yeah.
That, that was so goofy looking and very James Gunn.
Um, this is kind of hard because I think Fantastic Four looks better by far. Um, I think I have to give it to Fantastic Four because of the space sequence. Like
Yeah.
that just that looks so good. Yeah, I just have to. Um, I'm done.
I guess
What
I'll
about
I'll probably go.
yeah.
Uh I You see, it's difficult because all of the amazing shots in Fantastic Four was the ones in space, whereas Superman was just like I said earlier, like it's just a living comic book. So it's hard to compare because of how different they're directed. But I think I'm gonna go Superman. I think. Even though a lot of the lighting, I will say the lighting in Superman a lot of the times does look kind of bad. Again, I think it was a decision to make the lighting what it was so that it would look more like a comic book, but I feel like it looks kind of flat in some places and then yeah, I guess too bright in others, like you said, Nathan. But then again, it is Superman; it's supposed to be bright. But I think actually I'm going Fantastic Four. Never mind. The space scenes were just so peak.
Yeah. And also, I was watching this video of this I guess cinematographer guy. He was looking for a bad shot in Superman, and
Oh
he said
gosh,
the lighting, and I was like, yeah, I noticed it, and it did annoy me. But then he started talking about why they did that, and then I was like,
did
okay, you
he
know
did
what?
he bring up stuff like that, like what I was saying?
No, he didn't, because I would think the same thing that you're thinking, but if I hadn't watched the video, but he was
Oh,
basically saying that I think the brightest place was Luther Court, right? All
hmm
the light was
it
just hitting
was.
you from
Yeah, the
all
sun was just
sides.
like shining like directly in there. It
It's
was
Yeah.
because
very
the
bright.
building is so high that the
No,
sun is
Ryan,
right there.
it's not. It's not.
Okay.
The reason is because they filmed all that on a soundstage, and it's
Yeah,
like all a fake backdrop.
like
So
like the volume.
yeah,
Okay,
and then he was saying that they had to, like, the cityscape is just a backdrop, and he said he thinks that because like they used the backdrop and everything, it wasn't looking good on camera. It was looking fake, so they just chose to put the sun on all sides, and then yeah, which
well
I
they
do
do.
believe, because you rarely see the city from Luther Corp.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, that's not an uncommon thing to have the sun on shining from multiple sides. Like there's like you don't want I can't remember. I watched like a Corridor Crew video where they talked about this. It was there. The specific scene was a Will Smith movie. I'm not sure which one. I think Independence Day. There's like a shot where he and another guy are talking and they're facing opposite ways, obviously. But the way that the sun is shining on them, it's like always to like either behind them or behind the camera. I can't remember which one, but it's because they didn't want the the sun to uh I they didn't want too much of a glare or something. I can't I wish I could remember exactly what it was. But I know the sun is strategically placed at sometimes different parts depending on what the shot is. So anyway, I thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah, the thing is, I just thought like, why wouldn't you want to show off like all of Metropolis from that high
Okay,
up?
that's fair.
Like, why not? Like, you could get some pretty cool shots from there.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
I'm going Superman. I know some people in the comments are gonna call me a gun bot. Also,
I was
too,
just gonna say that. I was
I
just gonna say that, Ryan.
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
get
call
so
you a
cooked on
gun
this
bot.
episode. You already did, Nathan, for saying
Yeah.
that the DC Studios intro looks better than the OG Marvel flipping I can recreate the Marvel Comics one at home.
But it goes so
Just
hard.
flipping
It's
my
like
book, bro.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
all I
whoa,
need to
whoa.
do.
The OG Marvel one, like the '08 one and before.
Yeah,
with the comic pages and the sound.
I can recreate
No.
Wow.
that with my comic books.
No, but like that's the point, Ryan. It's a
Anyway,
comic book
we're
studio.
getting sidetracked here.
Like all the superheroes, you can just hear the sound and that's it, no music.
Okay. I see your point, Nathan, but no.
Wow.
So
I see your
But
point. I do
Superman,
see your
it's really
point, but
just
no.
there's two more points where I will get cooked in the comments. I'm ready for it.
okay, but that's
Oh,
how it all started. Just people
Okay,
reading
okay,
comic books,
Nathan.
I
flipping through
will
the pages.
I will say the intro to like this is totally kind of off topic, but the intro to like the Flash movie with like the lightning going from like the different logos over the years that like DC's had and I
Yeah,
think Warner Brothers have had. That was cool.
yeah.
That was cool.
I
Say what you want
forgot
about
that.
the movie, but that was cool. That's the kind of intro that I can get behind.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going Superman. I think the cinematography is one, I love the light in a sense. Two, I think it's really well shot and well directed.
Hmm.
I don't really Fantastic Four did a great
Hmm.
job, but Superman kind of just did it a bit better for me.
Okay,
So,
I say that's perfectly valid.
what movie do you think is better written, Nathan?
Um, Fantastic Four, like by
Yeah,
far.
I mean, easy.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too. Okay, good. We all agree on that. No
I
convincing
will
me.
say again though, if it were a comic book, super, if Superman would be, you know, great. It, I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's a bad movie or anything, but I'm just saying it's not really a movie. It's a live action comic book. I can't. That's just what it is to me.
The thing is, it's kind of weird because
Ben Grimm.
I thought like James Gunn would do so much better with Superman because like watching Guardians 3, that feels like a comic book. Like the fights and everything. And I was just looking forward to like how he would do Superman and he never had to sacrifice the writing or how it looked visually um or anything, but with Superman, he just he did. And I don't know if like there was anything going on behind the scenes, but like I feel like
See,
I thought he would do so much better with Superman.
I wonder if it's because he's only worked on like insignificant characters before because uh the Guardians, like people, I'm sure Marvel nerds knew who they were, but no one knew who Star-Lord was. No one knew Groot or
He
Gamora
didn't.
or Rocket
Yeah,
and
and the thing
until
is, That wasn't even the
done.
original team.
Exactly. Yeah, Yondu and like Charlie 27 and like Stakar, I think.
That was
And
the
like
team James
yeah,
was familiar with. He said that.
right,
He didn't know
right.
who Star-Lord was.
Right. So, like, anyway, what I'm saying is because no one knows who they are, they don't have an attachment or an expectation of these characters. So, when he brings them to the screen, he can write them however he wants and do whatever he wants with them. And everyone just accepts it for what it is because no one knows who they are. They're completely new characters to them. Like, same with like Peacemaker and like I'm sure some other folks that were in like the Suicide Squad movie. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure like besides Harley Quinn, of course, I had a bunch of like ran
Ratcatcher.
like it had freaking Polka Dot Man. Like no one knows who that is. I do because I've seen like a Batman movie, but no one knows who that is. So he's able to do these whatever he wants with them, and no one bats an eye because no one knows who they are. But when you with Superman, you have to take such delicate care to make sure like every scene he's in that he acts a certain way, he does a certain thing, especially if he wants to stand out from the Man of Steel version that everyone dogs on. And but while keeping the Snyder fans happy, which he said that he was going to make Superman weaker because he didn't want them you know, comparing as much. But it's just like I feel like he just is under so much pressure on Superman that and everyone already had an expectation of how good the movie was supposed to be that it just ruined some people's chances, ruined his chances of making the a perfect Superman movie and ruined other people's perception of it because of how good Guardians was. And I think that's just it because Guardians was so good because James is good at what he does, but also we don't know anything about these characters, so all we know is James' interpretation of them. So we expect it to be just as good for Superman, but we already have in our head who Superman is. So James' interpretation of it is going to be weird anyway. And because we have such high expectations of him, we just expect it to be as good as Guardians, even though it wouldn't be good for the same reasons. If did any of what I
Yeah.
just said make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Which movie do you think had the better use of its side characters? And Fantastic Four side characters is that girl Ben Grimm was talking to. I'd even
Oh
say
my
Ben.
gosh.
I'd even say the
No,
thing.
don't you put Ben as a side character, man. Come on now. Come on.
Then it's basically that girl he was talking to,
Yeah.
and Ted Gilbert,
Yeah.
and
Mole
for
Man.
yeah, Mole Man, Herbie. For Superman, it's the Justice Gang, Jimmy Olsen, the Daily Planet crew. So Nathan, which one do you think had the better side characters?
So here's the thing. I did not do that on purpose. Okay.
Sure, that you just randomly paused after you said the thing.
No, I realized what I said, then I paused.
Okay.
So the thing is, I think that the Fantastic Four, like, it was really just supposed to focus on the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I don't think that the side characters were really meant to do anything. Like, they were meant to be there. Um, Honestly, if we're judging on how they served the movie and if they accomplished what they were supposed to accomplish, um, I think I have to give it to Fantastic Four because of the
What?
way. This is why. This is why.
Whoa.
Because with
Okay.
Fantastic Four, if you think about it, Ted Gilbert, he was on TV like twice, two or three times. He did what he was supposed to do. Um,
Uh-huh.
Let me see the girl that Ben Grimm was talking to.
Oh
She
my
was
gosh.
there, right?
She
And
was
then
there,
she
kind
she
of.
was there. She served her purpose. And
Uh-huh.
then Mole Man, he was at the beginning of the movie, and he was meant to really like he doesn't really talk to them, but he was supposed to save humanity, like bring them all underground. And whereas Superman, there's really just one character that like I really don't get, like Hawkgirl. She like gets so little screen time when I feel like they could have given her a scene. Like,
She was the most underutilized part of the movie for sure.
yeah, and I feel like she was meant to do more.
Yeah.
And that's my only problem. But like I think Superman has better side characters, but like I think Fantastic Four utilizes its side characters better just because of that one, you know, just because of Hawkgirl. Because
Yeah.
I think they could have given her the like I don't know, not the upgrade scene, but like some other scene where she just like Mr. Terrific was already the main Justice Gang member. Then it was Green Lantern. But then Hawkgirl, like you could have really removed her from the movie and everything would have been fine.
Yeah.
Whereas
I do
Green
see what
Lantern, if it wasn't for him, Baravia or that
he
other
brought a lot of
country,
comedy to it too.
yeah. And also like if it wasn't for him, that country would have been gone.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have
Well,
saved
yeah.
that kid. So, yeah.
I mean, she killed the president or whatever.
Yeah, but she didn't have to.
I
Like
mean, I guess.
she didn't have to. It didn't really like it was a cool
Sure.
scene, but like there wasn't really any stakes. Like, oh no, we have to kill the president, or we have
Okay. I get what
to
you're saying.
abduct the president. Like they would have gotten to him anyway. So yeah,
I see what you're saying, but I think Superman did both best.
even
Because,
with Hawkgirl.
yeah, I do agree she was done dirty, but
Look, look,
this is
look.
Superman's story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
like you could
you
say
were,
the same thing for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's the Fantastic Four story.
yeah, you said
Everybody served their purpose.
so you're saying that the one random girl, Nathan, was utilized better than Hot Girl was. I'm talking about that random like teacher that Ben talked to. You think she was utilized better than Hot Girl was?
Well, the thing is, like they both she had an insignificant role to be honest. Well, she did because it's like she's supposed to kind of give the thing his confidence a little back, like back a little bit. But like as a character, I like Hawkgirl better, and like I'd rather like I like her as a character more, and like I just I would rather see Superman side characters than the Fantastic Four side characters. But I think that they use their side characters better and more efficiently, and they weren't just in the movie for no reason. If that makes sense.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna nah. Yeah, I'm saying Superman had the best side characters. I mean,
Well,
James
they if you're
Gunn.
saying the best side characters, then Superman
Even the
wins.
better
Well,
used,
that's
like
what it
Jimmy Olsen.
is,
No, but
bro.
he
That's
said
what
the better use of their
the
side
better.
characters.
Oh my gosh,
That's
the
Even if we're
why.
doing better use than Jimmy Olsen,
Jimmy Olsen. He like he did everything, bro.
he rizzed everyone up. He was just walking and like accidentally rizzing
Yeah,
everybody.
I don't know how he did that. He's gonna have to teach me a thing or two. But
Even Lois asked, "How do you do it?"
yeah,
He
and
even
he's
got
like,
Lois to say "I love you" to him.
Yeah.
yeah, crazy work.
So I think we'll all agree on this next section. Which do you think has the better post-credit scenes? It's
Fantastic
obviously
Four.
Superman.
Fantastic Four.
Okay, I'm
What?
just joking. It's Fantastic.
Whoa, whoa,
I'm joking. It's
whoa.
Fantastic Four.
Get this gun bot out of here.
Yeah.
Fire him now.
Obviously, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, obviously.
Now, I'm gonna get grilled on the next two sections.
Okay, wait. I kind of want to talk about this a little more. Um, I was very disappointed with Superman's post-credit scenes.
I didn't even stay for the second one.
Yeah,
I watched the moon one.
it's just so pointless. And I know
Yeah.
people are saying that like, it didn't have a good like a tease at the end, right? When they really could have
Hmm.
had a tease. Like they could have shown something from Supergirl.
Right.
Um,
Like even
but
like
like
the Deadpool and Wolverine post credit, like
yeah,
it was a comedy one, but it also had Gambit on one of the little TV screens on the other
yeah,
side, on or on one side of the screen rather. So you could see. So if you studied, if you looked hard enough, it was actually setting up because now we know Gambit's going to be in Doomsday because of the chair announcement. But so even that, what it was 100, it was like 99% just comedic, but it had that 1% of setup. Superman, unless something about the buildings not being aligned, like the Earth is gonna like there's something wrong with like the Earth's crust now or something. I don't think that was hinting at anything.
yeah. And honestly, like Deadpool and Wolverine, even without that scene, like even without seeing Gambit on the TVA screen, it still would have been a great post credit scene.
Right, because it still added context to a scene in the movie.
Yeah, and it was funny. I
Yeah.
did not really like I didn't laugh at the building not being aligned.
Yeah, no, me neither. Like it's like haha goofy. Haha.
Yeah. And then the last post credit scene, it just shows Superman and Crypto on the moon
That
looking
was the
at
first one, I think.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was the first one.
that was the first
Yeah,
one?
because I
That
saw
was the
that one
mid
in the
credit
theater.
scene.
Okay, yeah. That made no sense to me because he just gave the dog back to Supergirl.
Oh wait, that's a good point. Oh no.
Yeah. So it's like, let's just show you this artwork that we have for the movie. Like, it made no sense to me. And that's why I did not like these post credit scenes. They could have at least come up with like a funny gag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think? What'd you think, Ryan?
Basically
Of
the
like
same
the
thing.
what did you think of the Superman credit scene?
I mean,
The both of them.
I thought the building one was funny and the one with crypto was cute.
Yeah.
So I don't like hate them as much as you guys.
I don't hate them, but it's like we could have had so much more. Like if they had shown just like I didn't even have to see like the actor. If they had just shown like just the smallest hint of Batman, I would have like I know it's a Superman movie, but I would have lost everything. I would have stood up and screamed, foamed at the mouth. I would have they would have had to take me out of there in a ambulance, admit me to a psycho ward because I'd just be completely ecstatic.
No, the movie would have been like 10 out of 10 peak for me.
Exactly. Just we just need a little bit of Batman. We could have just been like one little swoosh of a cape, the bat
Yeah.
signal, the if just one look of his white squinting of his white eyes squinting
Yeah, maybe
because they
like
need that. They need like the Wolverine mask
yeah, maybe
where it's with the
Batman looking at the news, like watching the news or something.
yeah.
And he's
Just
looking at what
just
happened to Metropolis. That's
like
it.
we don't even need to they don't even have to have we don't even have to see his face. We don't have to see anything. It could all be CGI.
Yeah.
Just a little hint, just a little itty bitty just a little nugget of Batman is all we needed.
Yeah, we just need to know that he exists.
We do know he exists because of Creature
Nobody.
Commandos, but
Oh
we need
yeah,
to
that's
see it.
true.
We need to see it.
Yeah.
So, but the Doom credit scene obviously was I would have reacted to the bat to the hypothetical Batman credit scene with just as much enthusiasm as the Doom scene.
If not more.
Yeah, because the Doom scene didn't even show Robert Downey Jr.'s face. If it had, that one would have taken the cake over the uh hypothetical Batman scene.
Yeah. And
On the
also,
Go
the
ahead.
Fantastic Four second post credit scene.
I didn't
That
see that one.
okay.
It was a
So that's
cartoon,
like
right?
yeah, it was the cartoon one.
Yeah.
I I enjoyed that one. I liked it. I think
Okay.
it wasn't like funny, but I like the song.
It was like charming.
Yeah,
Yeah. If Matt, I was really hoping because you know how the y'all know the YouTube series uh how it should have ended, right?
yeah, yeah.
The
Yeah.
cafe.
So yeah.
Yes, that's what I was
That's I
waiting
if
for.
they like exactly if it had just ended like and Matt it would have been
Somebody
so peak. It could have been like
somebody
the back of
asked
his Mac. We could have just seen so the camera could have been like behind Batman. So we see
Yeah, all we
we're
see is
looking like
Superman.
over we're looking over his shoulder at Superman, but we still see like the back of his cowl. Like that could have been it. That could have been it. And we just he could have even if he had said, "I'm Batman," just absolute peak movie of the millennia, everything. But no,
a few years ago somebody told James Gunn that if he did that scene,
I know. That's what I'm
so I'm
saying.
thinking in Brave and the Bold or the Superman sequel.
Yeah,
The thing is, it would have been so cool because, like you said, they didn't have to show Batman. They wouldn't have
right.
to.
They
All they
just the
had to,
back of his cowl, just the back of his cowl and cape. That's all we needed.
yeah, and then like it starts off with like Superman just saying, "Yeah, and that's when um, I blasted through Luthor Corp or something, and I just like
Yeah.
took Lex, and then Crypto came, and then he just ends the story right then and there, and he's like
Yep.
maybe like Bruce or something, something like that.
Yeah.
It would have been peak.
Yeah, maybe they're just saving it so that he for when they have the actor secure so that he can actually say the "I'm Batman" line from the superhero cafe. I swear, if James Gunn comes through with that, it will be the greatest moment in superhero media ever.
Yeah. But it has to be done right though.
It has to be done right. Yeah,
It can't have like the building level comedy.
no, definitely not. They should get the actual how it should have ended writers to write the
Yes.
scene. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, it'd be they just have like people just like walking outside the window, just like every DC character, just for no reason. What do
So
you think, Ryan? Do you think they should? What do you think about the play cafe or the superhero cafe scene?
yeah, I think they should have that. I think they should include it. I kind of got spoiled on the post-credit scene, so my expectations weren't that high. That's
Hmm.
probably why I enjoyed them more.
You got hold on. Didn't you see Superman like the open like before the opening
Yeah,
day?
we saw it like
How did you see
early.
Yeah,
spoilers?
there was an early screening, like early in like maybe
Wow.
China.
Okay, that's
Oh,
your fault there, Ryan.
Or no, I don't think it was China, but like I didn't know I did know what they were.
That's your fault if you got spoiled.
Yeah.
that's crazy though, because you were like one of the first people. I were some of the first people to see it.
Yeah.
Was it
So
packed that day?
yeah.
Like, were there a ton of folks there? I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, there was. There was this guy dressed like who had the Superman suit. Like
Like
and
the
it looked
actual
so good.
suit.
Yeah, like the
Oh,
real
that's
suit.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
and then like
awesome.
he kept getting pictures with people. And I was like, how did this guy become the focal point of the entire world's conversation? The entire theater's conversation. And and then like even my mom was like, "Oh, can I have a picture? You're Superman." I'm like, "Guys, he's not Superman." He's not.
That's how I felt in my Mando costume at Comic Con a few years ago. I was like, I am Mando, except I couldn't see anything because between the helmet and me not wearing my glasses, I could not. My friend had to literally drag me around by the hand because I could not keep up with them. Anyway,
So Nathan, which do you think has the better cameos? So Supergirl versus Peacemaker, or Supergirl and Peacemaker versus Doom?
Well, would you is Doom a I guess he is a cameo. Um,
Yeah.
this is
I
kind of
loved how they were
hard.
teasing him throughout.
Yeah, I think Doom is way more like I it's kind of hard because he's way more important and I was hoping to see him.
Yeah,
And
right.
I was happy that they were giving Doom at least some kind of build up. Uh, but there's just something about the Peacemaker cameo that like even though I haven't seen the show, for some reason I got like really excited for that about that. I have no idea why. But
Miss John Cena, I mean,
I guess, but like you can't even see him, so like
oh my frick.
so like what's the point? But I think
Oh,
I'm gonna give it to Fantastic Four because just thinking about how Doom got in there, he passed all of their security without like breaking anything.
in
He
two
went up,
seconds straight.
yeah, and he didn't alarm anyone. Um, there was no alarms, no nothing. He just walked in with his robe and then he unmasked himself. It just the aura, like I can just feel it. I can sense it.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna give it to Doom. I'm gonna give it to Fantastic Four. And also, I was really
yeah.
hyped to see him.
Ryan, I want to hear.
It's
Yeah,
you. It's
that was such a cool moment.
what did you think,
Before I
Wyatt?
give my answer, Ryan, I want to hear you first.
Okay, it's Superman, and it's not even a competition.
I knew it.
It's
I knew it,
it's
bro. Go ahead, explain.
I don't think he can explain.
We're listening, Ryan. Right, Ryan, are you there?
yeah.
Hello.
I think it's Superman. Superman's is better than Fantastic Four, and it's not. It's easy.
Wow.
For Fantastic Four, all we saw was Doom's face, but for Superman, we
Wait,
got
all
a
did you just say all
or
we
no,
saw
all
was
we
Doom's
saw
face?
was
No, we didn't see his face, bro. What do you mean? Hold on. What timeline are you living on that you saw his face? I need to go there.
we didn't see his face, but all we saw was like him.
Yeah,
It's and we got a whole scene with Supergirl. I might be biased because it's Supergirl's
you
my
are.
favorite comic,
You might be
Yeah,
biased.
but
might be
like
biased.
it's Doom. We
It's
didn't get.
freaking Doctor Doom, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but it's Supergirl and Peacemaker. Come on.
Ju- yeah,
What?
it's the Supergirl and Peacemaker versus Doctor
But we didn't
Doom.
even see his face.
He doesn't have to show it.
Okay,
And we just saw
we
him
saw
for
the
like five
mask. We saw the
seconds. We
mask.
got a
That's
We saw
all
the
whole
that
mask.
we
matters.
got like 3 minutes of Supergirl and Peacemaker combined. And
3 minutes? Come on,
yeah.
that's a little
Okay,
that's
okay.
exaggerating.
Let's do
Yeah,
this.
it
We
wasn't
got
three
10
minutes.
seconds of Peacemaker
No,
and like 30
no,
seconds
no.
of
We got like a minute and a half of Peacemaker.
No, we
what?
didn't.
Yes, we
No
did.
way.
You hear
No.
his voice.
Uh,
He's listening to the news. Okay, after this I'll calculate it and let you guys know.
Did he
But
show up again?
no, he just showed up the once on the news.
Yeah, yeah. He
But
was
you
on like
still,
a late night talk show, right?
yeah.
It
So,
wasn't Jimmy Fallon, but it was like a Jimmy Fallon show. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so what do
Get
you
out of
think?
here, bro.
What do you
he's
think?
like one of the biggest villains
What do
of
you
all
think, Wyatt?
time.
Doctor Doom all the way, bro. Are you kidding me? look, John Cena came on screen. I was like, oh hey, that's cool. I like that. I smiled. Uh, Supergirl came on screen. I was like, oh hey, that's cool. Doctor Doom came on screen. I'm losing my mind, bro. Like I am like because they teased him too with the Latveria references. And I was like, I was waiting patiently. I was like, they better show him. If they don't show him, I'm gonna go ballistic. And then they
Yeah.
showed him, and I went ballistic anyway, but for the other reason. Like, are you? Come on, man. Like, Supergirl's cool, sure. John Cena's cool, sure. But Doctor Doom, the villain of Marvel Comics, come on, man.
And the thing is, you have to think about it like this. Were you hyped when you saw the Doctor Doom post-credit scene, Ryan?
Yes, I was.
Okay. So if
He's
they would
like,
have done
yes.
so if they would have done the same thing with Supergirl, not showing her face, just like her boots maybe, would you have been that hyped?
Yes.
He would
Really?
have. He would
It's my
have.
favorite
Okay, yeah,
comic
you know
book.
what? You probably would, but it's like it's not the comic book in the movie. It's just the character, Ryan.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
the
the character.
character's going off to have her own movie based off of my favorite comic book.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with that comic right now. Or right now has nothing to do with that comic.
Yeah, but that we know next time we see that character is gonna be
But
in the movie adapting my favorite comic book. Well,
Oh my
technically
gosh.
not. Okay,
okay.
Wyatt, what do you
Oh,
think?
technically not. You're right. You're right.
Wyatt, what do you think?
What do I think? Dude, I
Oh,
done
yes,
told
yes.
you. The freaking Doctor Doom all day, every day, bro.
I know. This is the world we're living in now,
The
where
comments are gonna
Peacemaker
like
can outclass Doctor
destroy me.
Doom.
That is crazy work. That
The
is
Avengers
what
are gonna assemble in
timeline
the
is this?
comments.
What
Gunbot for
timeline is
real.
this?
Gunbot, wow.
He is a gun bot.
Wow.
Yeah. There's no coming back from that, Ryan.
You're
You
cooked,
just like
bro.
you said that an F tier character like Peacemaker.
Okay, Supergirl's like B tier.
Okay,
Doctor Doom
still is
is
S
like
tier.
double, triple S tier, man. He's bigger than Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we it was a faceless cameo, guys.
Ryan,
Oh
we
my
don't see
God.
his face in the
We don't have
comics.
to see.
All
Exactly.
it's his
Voiceless,
mask that we see,
faceless.
and we saw his mask. That's all that matters.
That's what
It's
I'm
his
saying.
Voiceless,
robe and
That
faceless
his
for
is his
five
face.
mask.
seconds. Five
It
seconds.
doesn't matter.
Okay. We're
Dude.
not gonna agree on this. There's no way I can convince you.
Look,
Okay.
it's like, well, no, because you're wrong, bro.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
like
People listening, tell us down in the comments. What do you think?
you're getting cooked, man. You are getting
Yeah.
eaten alive.
We will give you one chance to like correct
No,
this,
I don't want
to
your
like cut
chance.
this
I don't
out.
want your chance. I stand by it.
You'll get your
Wow.
chance when you fix this darn door.
For real though. Well,
Wow.
okay.
Cold.
So
I've done my best to train you in the right ways, Ryan. But I have failed you, Ryan. I failed you.
I like
so
how Ryan hasn't been referencing many memes, so we have instead. We filled the void.
Yeah. I just felt the need to.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead,
so
Ryan.
Nathan, what movie do you think is better, Superman or Fantastic Four?
Fantastic Four.
What about you, Wyatt?
Fantastic Four.
Okay, yeah,
Look
same.
again. Look, Superman was a super fun time. Pun not intended. It was, it was great. Again, live action comic book. It felt like a comic book just brought to life. It felt like an episode of a like Justice League Unlimited, just live action and it 2 hours long. But a Fantastic Four. I was more invested. I don't think I've except No Way Home and I guess Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't but no, I'd say even more so than that. I've never been so invested in a movie in theaters except No Way Home, watching Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Um,
because I was on the edge of my seat. Not really. I was reclined back, but I was like shaking. I was like, I was gonna have like a panic attack.
yeah, especially when they like all their plans weren't working.
Yeah, just like the anxiety was just
Yeah, and at one point when they were gonna teleport to Earth, I was like, okay, yeah, that's their way into the MCU. I was
right.
like, yeah, that's how it's happening. And then they like the Silver Surfer destroyed that, and
Yeah, that was devastating.
I was like, what? What is this movie even about? Like,
Yeah, like they're just failing.
yeah,
Anyway,
Ryan.
So, today we have a hot take from one of. I
Wait,
asked
wait,
our
wait, wait, wait.
viewers.
What were your thoughts on which
Oh
one's
no,
better?
I said I think Fantastic Four is better.
Oh, I thought you said
wow,
Superman.
No,
wow.
I
The
said
gun
Fantastic Four.
bot has. There's hope for the gun bot.
I think he's hiding his true opinion.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
Okay,
he's scared of
He's
all the
like
heat.
moving on, moving on.
so
He can't even deny it.
we have a hot take from the Skywalker Academy. If you haven't
Okay.
checked out his channel, go check it out. It's great. He thinks that Andor season one is the weakest of the two seasons. Do you agree, Nathan?
Yep.
No, I don't. Sorry.
I
You prefer
agree.
season one to season two?
Yeah,
Dang.
it's because it's like I wasn't a big fan of all the arcs in season 2. It just felt
That
like
that's
disconnected.
fair. That's
But like
Yeah,
fair.
whereas season 1,
Season one was
like
boring to me though.
I was so invested with like the whole Mon Mothma storyline and that like it
he's
was the
gonna bring
same
up Mon
from
Mothma every episode.
she's the best character, Ryan. From like
That is
season from
true.
episode 1
That's factual.
to the last episode, like I was invested in her storyline. I wanted to
Yeah.
see what was going on with her more than Andor. But even with the stuff that was happening with Andor, like, just it all felt like one story. But season 2, it was like it wasn't that. Like 1 minute,
But
Andor.
K2SO.
Yeah,
But K2SO.
yeah. I
Do,
guess he. It's not about the characters. It's really just about the story.
I
Like it
know,
confused
but
me,
K2SO just trumps everything though.
and I really don't get why people are saying that. Well, yeah, I don't get that why people are saying that season 2 is like or season 1 is bad. Like I don't get it.
Again,
I
that's a hot take.
yeah, Ryan was saying that yeah, Nathan, just season 1's boring, but once you
It
get to
is.
season 2, it won't be boring. And I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. I started watching season 1. I was totally invested. I was like, what were you even talking about, Ryan?
Disagree.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
good, but it's boring. I'm sorry. Look, even I thought maybe it was because, when I first watched it, I had a lower attention span. So I was like, when I rewatch it, I'll probably like it a lot more. I really didn't. I really didn't. I liked the prison arc, but that's about it. It's just too slow for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I disagree.
So
All right.
Nathan, what's your hot take?
I never come prepared.
Okay,
See, me
then
neither. I think I started this whole thing too. Did I? I don't remember.
Yeah, you did.
then I'll give you
Yeah.
guys mines. I
Okay.
think that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is
Oh
one of
gosh.
the best comic book movies ever made.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I
Do you
There's a
can't
lot.
process
There's a
that.
we don't
there's a
argue,
lot to
but
unpack there.
Nathan,
There's
You
there's a
have to
lot.
be lying.
we can do an episode about this, but do you
This
agree,
is just
Nathan?
like I know everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but this is just false.
I believe it's
Like
up there
wrong
with
answer.
Infinity War and Endgame.
What?
No, get out of here,
I
bro.
know.
Look. I love the movie. I do. I love the movie, but it is a mess, bro.
A mess is
Um,
wild, but okay. Yeah,
I
do you
don't know how
No,
to
a
like.
mess. Nathan. Am I
Yes.
am I true? It is a mess.
Yeah.
you
I
both
It
love it.
disagree?
It's a
but it's a
big
mess.
mess.
What do you think about
It's one of
it?
those movies where you
Oh,
have to turn your brain off to watch it and enjoy it.
okay. So two disagrees. Let's see what the people down in the comments say. What's
Dude,
your hot?
you're gonna get like two like extremely devoted Andrew Garfield fans, and then the rest of them are just gonna roast you. There will be like two people who are just like who just like hate the Tobey Maguire movies and are gonna be on your side, but then everyone else is gonna be roasting you.
Yeah.
So, what's do any of you have your hot takes yet?
I have mine.
Okay, what's yours, Nathan?
Hawkeye is a great show.
Thank you. That shouldn't be a hot take. That
It
should not
shouldn't.
be a hot take because that is factual. Like again, like that is a like that is such a fun show, and like the Christmas vibes are just off the
Yeah.
charts. The Kingpin bringing him into the MCU officially, and dude, that is and like Kate Bishop, great character. Just
Yeah.
like that is such a good. It's such a fun show.
It's such a
Okay.
great show.
Yeah.
Wow, I
Like
felt like
I agree.
it's not a masterpiece, but like it's a fun show.
yeah,
It's
like when I
like
first
such a
saw it,
good watch.
I I loved it.
Yeah,
I
same.
was so invested. I was like, okay, this is great. But then I go on YouTube and then like,
Yeah, everyone hates it.
yeah,
Except like
Not hate
Vets
it.
movies.
Everyone thinks it's mid.
Vets movies
yeah.
really likes it.
Honestly, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Like
I give it 10 out of
honestly,
10.
I give it a
I
10 out of
think
10.
I do agree with you to be honest because like when I was watching it, I there was no episode that I didn't like.
Right. Like
When
it's not like Daredevil level, but
yeah,
it's
or
like
Loki.
It's like
yeah,
the
but it
third
like
best
it's
Disney.
fun.
It's better than WandaVision in my opinion.
I like it more than WandaVision for sure.
I enjoyed it more than WandaVision.
Yeah.
Eh,
Like yeah, I think it's better than WandaVision. WandaVision was still really good though.
yeah. The thing is, it was so contained. It was like it wasn't very um that impactful to the MCU like Loki was, but it was just a fun time.
Yeah.
Like I would totally like I'd be there when season 2 comes out or if it does come out day 1, an hour before. Like I'm rooting for season 2 right now.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
it's gonna happen, but I wish it would though.
well there
Jeremy
actually
Renner
Kate
said
was
he
Kate
thinks
rumors.
Kate
he thinks
Bishop could carry the MCU.
Yeah. And then people were saying that like they did it just to introduce Kate Bishop and stuff, but like
That's okay. She
yeah.
was a good character in the show. Like if she was a bad character, then wouldn't like it. But no, she's not. She's fun. Uh, she's much better than like Ironheart.
Yeah.
All right, I think I have mine.
okay.
Okay, so it's not about a movie in particular. It's about a certain aspect to a movie. So the suit in Spider-Man: Homecoming is peak. A lot of folks don't
Thank
like it
you.
on the internet. A lot of
Thank
I
you.
like it's a very like mixed bag. Like usually I think like back when Homecoming first came out, like I think everyone kind of liked it. Everyone was like, "Oh, this is a good Spider-Man suit." But like over the years, like time has not been kind to it. People do not like it that much, I feel like. But it's a really good suit.
I
That's
It's
agree.
what
like it's so good.
that's what I've been saying. Like I loved that suit. I still do.
Yeah.
Compared to like, the upgraded suit, the No Way Home suit, like the black and red one. I think that's better. But like I think it's a great Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's just like it's great. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like level I'd say it's level with like the TASM 2 suit.
Yes.
Okay, please stop. Anyway,
Whoa.
anyway,
Whoa, okay.
I
TASM look,
disagree.
look, TASM 2 was a mess, but the suit was fantastic.
Yeah, I will say the lenses were a little too big for me.
No, no, no. We
They were
like
just a
big
little too
lenses.
big.
No, no. We
It
like big lenses. We
and
like
then
the
also
cartoony
like
lenses.
the head shape, it looked a little goofy.
No, get out of it. Get out, bro.
Just a little
Get
bit. They could have
no.
made it a little like Tom's lenses. To me, I
Nah.
think that's how they
When I
should
like
be.
when I think Spider-Man, I do like I prefer the big eyes. Like what I think it's like 90s comic Spider-Man where he has like the humongous eyes and comic Ultimate Spider-Man. They're the ones that have the humongous eyes, and I just love the look of them so much. I love the giant cartoony eyes.
Okay,
We'll have
I'm
to
gonna.
agree to disagree on. All right, thanks for joining us today. If you want, you can follow me. My handle's in the description. And again, thanks for joining us. And be sure to subscribe to the Everything Film podcast and check out our other videos. Thanks. Bye.
Wow, you are really. You sound so depressed in this episode.
Yeah, what is your deal, Ryan? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
That's not convincing.
That was not convincing at all. Dude, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
How's your day been?
Fine.
You had a rough day?
A bit.
Well, do you want to talk about it? I'm being for serious here.
No, it's fine.
I have no idea what's going on, Wyatt.
Nathan, what did you do to him?
I
What'd you
don't
do?
know. I did nothing.
Probably wasn't you. I know y'all have like 50 siblings, so maybe it was one of them.